Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here. Welcome back to another reaction videos. And today we're going to be reacting to the Godzilla vs. Kong pitch meeting by once again Ryan George. And I'm really curious to see what Ryan George has to say about this movie. Obviously, one thing I can predict that he's probably going to criticize the human characters because they're so thin in this movie. But at the same time, I was like, who cares? I'm here to see Godzilla versus Kong. Them to see these two titans fighting, and then that's what we got from the movie. So I think the movie just like, well, this is the title, this is what you get, this is what you want, even though yes, the human characters is kind of lame, but at the same time they were okay. They're not exactly annoying in my opinion, even though Millie Bobby Brown's character is like, I don't think we need to see her in that movie, along with Brian Tyree Henry and then Julian Dennison characters. I don't think we need to see those three in this movie, because now I don't think they're really crucial to the story. But anyway, I'm pretty sure Ryan's going to talk about it in the pitch meeting. So without further ado, let's get into the pitch meeting, shall we? Oh, sorry guys. Spoilers, by the
So
way.
you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. What if Big Monkey punched Big Reptile?
Oh, and vice versa?
Vice versa, too.
Amazing. So how does this thing play out?
Well, during the intro credits, we're going to show all the monsters that Godzilla and Kong have defeated, right? And that it's all been leading up to this big showdown.
Oh, so these movies have been like a Titan tournament this whole time.
Sure, maybe.
Yeah,
Very
kinda.
cool.
So we're going to meet this guy, Bernie, who has a conspiracy theory podcast, right? And he works for this big corporation called Apex.
Okay.
And so on his podcast, he's like, well, today's the day. I'm going to go steal some information from my employers.
And the big corporation has no idea that one of their employees is running a full-on podcast about stealing information from them?
They don't know.
don't.
And actually, them having horrible security is going to be a common thing in this movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
how come?
exactly.
Because if they had competent security, that would kind of just slow the movie down, so that's just not going to be a thing at all.
Fair enough.
Anyway, then for some mysterious reason, Godzilla ends up attacking Apex.
Oh, so Bernie was right? Something weird was going on?
Exactly. I think it's important, especially in this day and age, to, put a positive spin on conspiracy theorists online, really make them
Oh,
into
man.
heroes. Anyway, so because of the attack,
Not sure
people
about
are
that,
like,
buddy.
wait, is Godzilla not our savior anymore?
Was he ever the savior? He personally stepped on thousands of people.
He's kind
mean,
of a
yeah,
savior to the
kinda.
people he didn't personally step on.
I guess that makes sense.
So anyway, we're also going to see Kong,
Godzilla,
and
the
he's
savior
living
of the
on
world.
Skull Island under 24-hour observation inside that dome from the Hunger Games.
Okay.
And we're going to find out that all
Oh,
the
yeah,
native
I
humans
forgot
from
about
Skull
that.
Island were killed in a big storm, except
Hunger
for this
Games.
little deaf girl named Gia, and he has a special bond with her.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and without anybody knowing, she fully teaches him sign language.
How did she secretly teach a giant monkey sign
Huh,
language while
I
it was
mean-
under constant supervision?
Unclear.
A very stealthy educator.
So then the obviously evil CEO of Apex approaches this guy Nathan Lind, who wrote a book about the Hollow Earth theory.
Why is this guy evil?
Oh, well, he secretly wants to make a Mecha Godzilla so the humans can defend themselves against Titans.
That's actually a pretty reasonable thing to want.
Yeah, but he's gonna look really evil while he does it, though.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, like he does that thing where he
Yeah.
drapes a jacket over his shoulders.
Oh, only evil people do that. Gross.
Exactly. So he wants to
Gross.
send this Nathan guy into the Hollow Earth to find a power source, but they need Kong to guide them.
Why?
Vague reasons that'll drive the plot forward.
Perfect.
So they put Kong on this ship, but then Godzilla's gonna attack, because that's what he does, he attacks other Titans all day.
Sure, of course, he loves to do that.
So they're gonna fight for quite some time, and Godzilla's gonna win.
Oh, wow, 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 wow,
Wow.
But just as Godzilla's circling around to finish the job, Nathan's gonna tell this captain guy, hey, shut everything off, let's play dead.
Okay.
And this guy's like, okay, but this better work.
So he's threatening to hurt Nathan if the plan goes wrong and the lizard kills them all?
Yeah, if Godzilla kills everybody, Nathan's gonna be in big trouble with this guy.
Sounds pretty
Yeah, I mean-
serious.
So then
I
they're
mean,
gonna
all
play
that.
dead, and Godzilla's gonna be like, oh, okay, bye.
Oh, it worked.
It did, but then they're gonna say that as
yeah.
soon as they start moving again, Godzilla's gonna come back and finish the job.
So what do?
Well, we're gonna cut to them later, and they're carrying Kong in this giant net by air.
Well, how'd they do that without Godzilla noticing?
By being off screen for a little bit.
Oh, Godzilla can't see off-screen stuff.
Exactly. So then they head to this
I mean,
Hollow Earth
yeah,
place, and they have to
convenient.
go through this big weird wormhole, and gravity's all
about that,
messed
though.
up down there. It's crazy.
Does that not hurt them, the sudden change in gravity?
It doesn't, no. Because you know how in 2014 Godzilla technology was pretty much standard military stuff?
Yeah.
Well, now just a couple years later, computer technology is full-on magic.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so they have these
Yeah.
little magical gravity spaceships that make little blue energy trails. They have tunnels that go from Florida to Hong Kong.
Oh, these movies aren't going to feel connected at all.
Nope, and so they go around
Nope,
this
but
hollow
it's fun.
Earth place, and Kong feels right at home, and there are a bunch of big monsters there.
Well, it
Yeah,
must be
war
pitch
bats.
black, too, I imagine.
No, it's like a beautiful sunny day.
Oh, what's the light source?
Unclear.
Oh, okay.
So then
Yeah,
Kong
where's
is
the
gonna
light
find
from?
a
I don't know.
throne, and he's gonna find this big axe that's made from another Godzilla's dorsal plate, and this thing freaking glows radioactive blue.
Wow, so okay, we said in another movie that the Titans feed off the intense radiation at the center of the Earth, right?
We did, sure.
And that's where all these humans are hanging out.
That's right.
So, they gonna be okay?
Yeah, sure.
I mean-
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
never
won't.
think
So
about
anyway,
that.
meanwhile,
Radiation
through the movie, we're
should
going to
be
be
lethal.
checking in with Madison. Remember her from the last movie?
She's from the last movie.
She is, and
Yes,
so
she's
she
from the
teamed
last
up with
movie,
a
guys.
friend and that conspiracy guy, and they're just basically
That's
going
what
to be
I'm
doing
talking
like
about.
their own little episode
Yeah,
of
they don't.
Scooby-Doo.
They don't
they
really
are.
Yeah, they're
important
just
in the
kind of
story.
wandering around Apex,
saying.
trying to solve a little mystery, encountering no security whatsoever, and
Yeah.
having little to no impact
security
on
at
anything.
all.
Sure, that may as well happen.
And so then back in the Hollow
Might
Earth,
as well
the
happen.
Apex people are going to send an energy signature back up to Earth, and they're going to use that to power their Mecha Godzilla.
What, so they email a power signature to
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
listen,
part
sometimes
also
we're just gonna
kinda
say stuff, and
strange.
it's best not to think about it at all.
It's just that
We're just gonna kind of cut away to monsters punching each other really quickly, so nobody has any time to digest any of the mumbo jumbo we use as explanations.
is that gonna work?
Sure it is. So anyway, Apex
I
is
mean,
gonna use
I kinda
Ghidorah's
like that.
skulls as a
little bit.
supercomputer to make a psionic uplink and control the Mecha Godzilla telepathically.
Okay, but so
And then monsters are gonna punch each other.
Oh.
Yeah, Godzilla senses that Kong is
Yeah.
up to something weird, so he blasts a hole in the earth all the way down to the Hollow Earth area.
What about that weird wormhole section?
Yeah, he blasts through that too, I guess. I don't care. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And then Kong climbs up the hole.
Does he have to go through the wormhole again?
Oh, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about that wormhole. That was several scenes
Yeah.
ago. We're done with it.
Oh, okay, let me get off of that thing.
So then Godzilla and Kong are gonna fight and pretty much destroy Hong Kong.
Oh boy, yeah, it's gonna be
Yes.
Super intense. They're gonna fight and
called
fight
fight,
and
though.
fight. At a certain point, Godzilla's gonna be like,
What?
and
Yeah,
Godzilla's
Godzilla
gonna
smile,
end up defeating King
by the
Kong
way.
and leaving him for dead.
Oh no.
And meanwhile, that evil CEO guy is gonna be doing like an evil monologue thing, but then Mecha Godzilla is gonna go rogue and crush him.
Oh.
And Bernie's gonna be like, "That's unfair. I really wanted to hear the end of that speech."
A man
Yeah.
just died in front of his eyes.
Yeah, so he makes a
Yeah.
little joke instead of acting
It's
like
a terrible
human
joke.
person.
Okay.
So now Mecha Godzilla is being controlled by the ghost of Ghidorah or something. I don't care. It's gonna look great.
Sure, I bet.
And Godzilla could really
yeah,
use
that's
Kong's
kind
help,
of
so
what
the
happened.
humans want to stop him from dying.
Oh man, it's gonna be tough for tiny humans to do that.
Actually, it's gonna be super
Super
easy.
easy.
Barely
Barely
an
inconvenience.
inconvenience.
Oh really?
Yeah, Nathan's gonna be like, "Hey, maybe I could use that magical ship we've been flying around in as a defibrillator on this giant monkey."
Oh wow, okay, so this guy's like pretty experienced with this ship, huh?
He literally just learned it existed.
And he knows
Yeah,
how to use
that's
it to
also the one
restart a
thing.
giant monkey's heart?
Sure, yeah, I don't care. And now that Kong isn't dead,
And
he
yeah.
and Godzilla can team up against a common threat, which is what you have to do when your movie has versus in the title.
Oh, double teaming a robot is tight.
Yeah.
So then they managed to defeat Mecha Godzilla through the power of teamwork.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
And so
Wow.
then Godzilla's like, "Okay, bye," and Kong goes to live in Hollow Earth, and that's it. We're done.
Wow, really rushing to that ending, huh?
Well, we're
Yeah.
done with the punching, so, what's the point?
That makes sense.
And so, yeah, what do you
True.
think?
Well, I mean, it's a movie where a giant monkey gets in a fight with a giant reptile, you know? What could go wrong?
Oh, by the Snyderverse.
Hey everybody,
fans,
Ryan
yeah.
here. Hope you enjoyed that video. And if you liked it, feel free to click the like button and the subscribe button and all, buttons of that nature. There are also like hundreds of other episodes on the channel that you can check out if you want. Also leave a comment down below letting me know what other movies you want to see pitches for. And check back soon for a new one, because there's gonna be new ones, you know? Okay, bye.
Bye-bye, Ryan. Okay, that was a really, again, cool pitch meeting. Yes, Godzilla vs. Kong was review bombed by the Snyderverse fan. Because again, recently Zack Snyder Justice League was released, and I didn't really have a chance to watch it yet, but I heard some great stuff for the universe, and I actually appreciate the Zack Snyder universe. Just putting that out there, I appreciate what Zack Snyder tried to do in the DCU, and I wish that he could continue. But anyway, that's out of the way. Let's talk about the pitch meeting, Godzilla vs. Kong, and yeah. The movie is not really explaining himself pretty clearly, because it's just like, okay, this thing is happening, and then it's gonna lead to another thing, just to lead to the punching stuff, to the fight scene, and And while people might find that as a problem, like, okay, how the hell is this happening? And then how is that gonna work to the plot or something like that? How is the hollow or work? You get to see a wormhole one scene, and then Godzilla just blasts through from Hong Kong to Hollow Earth with his atomic breath, which is looks very cool. But how does he does that? I mean, I don't know. Does he? I didn't really think about how he going to pass the wormhole, which is kind of weird. But at the same time, I was like, well, they just here the filmmaker realized that, well, our audience want to see the movie to see the giant monster fight. Like that's the reason why we all come to see this movie, right? And then when the fight scene happening, it was a 10 out of 10. It was a really great fight scene. You can actually clearly see what is going on, especially the Hong Kong battle. Hong Kong battle, and then the the battle at the Tasman Sea, I think, is also really good as well. I mean, the fight scene is just top notch. And then again, I think Tom Hockenberg soundtrack was really good. I think he also did Zack Snyder Justice League. So again, really looking forward to that, to see that eventually. So, but either way, guys, I pretty much agree with Ryan in this space meeting that, well, yes, the movie doesn't really have much more self-explanatory or like exposition, obviously, but at the same time, I was kind of like okay with it. I kind of understand how it goes, even though it's not really fully explained and doesn't understand how it fully work. How, especially how they use the energy for Mecha Godzilla. It's like they take the sample and then use that to download the sample data to Apex on Hong Kong, and then suddenly they able to reproduce the sample immediately. It's like, okay, wow, how is all this gonna work? How is how it's gonna work? How exactly is it working? It's kind of weird, but at the same time, it's like, well, they're just doing that so we can see Mecha Godzilla fully power, and then we get to see the fight with Godzilla, obviously, and that's the whole point of the scene. And I get that. I get why they did that. I get why they rushed some things. I kind of wish that the ending was a bit longer than just like, okay, Kong is in Hollow Earth, and then suddenly, yep, that's the ending. When I first see that on the movie theaters, I was like, okay, that's the ending. Like what? Because for some reason, I kind of expecting the movie to have like a 10 or 5 minutes, like, I guess, talking or something like that. Time to wrap up everything in Hong Kong, and then maybe that's where we're going to lead to Hollow Earth, and then suddenly the movie just like, okay, Godzilla and Kong respecting each other, and then they both go into separate ways, and then suddenly the movie just cut to Hollow Earth, and then suddenly it's just end with when Kong just like pounding his fist. I'm just like, okay, that's the ending. Wow, that was really fast. And I do agree that I kind of wish they show Godzilla as well in the end there. Maybe when Kong kind of roar and pounding his chest in Hollow Earth, and then when we get to see a scene with Godzilla finally roaring in the ocean. I guess, I don't know. This make a cool scene with Godzilla one last time before the movie end. I don't know. I think it was a really good way just to say goodbye to the two titans. And I'm pretty sure that after this one, I'm pretty sure they're going to plan to continue the Monsterverse in some way, and maybe we're going to see Godzilla and Kong again, and hopefully we get to see both titans teaming up. Because we get the movie where they both fight each other, and it would be really cool to see if the next movie the whole movie is just Godzilla and Kong teaming up against Destroya, maybe. You guys watch that movie, Godzilla versus Destroya? Pretty good movie by Toho. So hopefully, Legendary or Warner Bros. Can actually get the right to Destroya, or Gigan, who knows, for the future movie. That would be really cool to see both Godzilla and Kong teaming up against those titans. Just saying. I mean, there's a possibility because the Oxygen Destroyer was introduced in King of the Monster, right? So they could go and introduce Destroyer. I'm just saying, but we'll see what happens in the future. And obviously, after 2021, it's gonna be all Toho Godzilla movie. You guys watched Shin Godzilla? That was a pretty good movie, right? Entire reboot by Toho. So, I'm pretty sure that we're going to see some Toho movies in 2022 and 2023, and then maybe in 2024 or in the future we're going to see Legendary Monsterverse again, hopefully, because I want this universe to continue. And I know I'm probably rambling here, guys, because this video is about Peace Meeting, and then I just like talking about Monsterverse future. I don't know, guys. I mean, the video is about the Peace Meeting is about, it's about Godzilla versus Kong, obviously, but at the same time I was like, well, I can slip my thoughts here, so I hope that you guys don't exactly mind about that. Just saying. But then again, great Peace Meeting by Ryan George, and I think um, he got all his points right in this movie. I don't again. He even mentioned that Bernie, Madison, and then I kind of forget Julian Dennison characters. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Josh. Like I don't think we need to see those three characters in the movies because it feel like the movie kind of slowed down or kind of stopped. If I'm being honest, and especially Apex was supposed to be this like secretive facility about Mecha Godzilla, and then suddenly it's just like, oh, there is no security here. When the three characters get to sub level 33, there is no security at all. And just like, whoa, why? What? It's not the first time. I mean, all movies done that. Obviously, like, oh, it's a maximum security, and then the characters just get into the facility, and then there is no security at all. Which is kind of goofy, but at the same time, it's nothing new, right? We've seen it in so many movies, which is bad. But then again, the whole point of Godzilla vs Kong is to see Godzilla against Kong, and that's what we got when you see the movies. And I'm pretty satisfied with the movie. I mean, at the end of the day, I still give Godzilla vs Kong an 8 out of 10. I actually did a movie review to Godzilla vs Kong, so you guys can watch that, obviously. And if you want to. And yeah, I hope that the Monsterverse can continue in the future. Hopefully, we get to see Godzilla and Kong teaming up against something. Maybe again against Desert Troya, like I'm saying, and then maybe Gigan. Who knows, right? And who knows? Maybe Mecha Ghidorah is going to be introduced in the future. I don't know. I guess we'll see, right? There is some possibilities. So if this movie was successful, then I'm pretty sure Warner Bros. And Legendary want to continue the Monsterverse. Obviously, it's making money, right? And so far, it makes 200. I think it makes 285 million on the box office. So that's a pretty good, a pretty good weekend for Godzilla vs Kong. So hopefully we get, it can make more money in the future, obviously. And yeah. Anyway, guys, there was Godzilla vs Kong pitch meeting again. Great pitch meeting by Ryan George. And again, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this pitch meeting right here. Do you guys enjoy it? Do you guys agree with Ryan's point about the human characters and how the movie was presented? What do you guys think about Godzilla vs Kong in general? Do you guys enjoy it, or do you guys think that I don't really enjoy it or something like that? I mean, if you guys watch this movie just to see Godzilla and Kong fighting each other, then that's what you get. But don't expect a whole exposition on the human characters or what the lore was. I kind of wish they put the lore much more clear in the Monsterverse, because this is the problem with the Monsterverse this day. I kind of understand what they were saying, but at the same time, it's not 100% clear. I'm just saying. But at the same time, I get it that they just want to get to the fight scene. And that's what we get. Either way, guys, again, let me know your opinions in the comment section below. And if you guys want to watch the original video, then I will leave a link in the description below. And make sure you guys check Ryan George's channel. I will leave Ryan George's channel's link in the description below as always. And subscribe to Ryan George, show some support. And if you guys enjoyed this reaction video, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to to this channel, obviously. And ring that notification bell so you guys can get notified when I'm gonna upload the next video. And share this video out there, guys. It really helps the channel. And I just want to say thank you for everybody for subscribing to the channel or watching my videos, liking my videos, commenting on one of my videos. I really appreciate that, guys, so much. And I really hope that you guys can see continuous support for the channel, because I hope that this channel can become big one day, but we'll see. We'll see. So please continue to support, guys. I really appreciate that. And I hope you guys can enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.